Flosstube, welcome back to my channel. Today I have Flosstube video number 5. I know I said in my first Flosstube video that I was probably going to try to alternate between Flosstube and Booktube. However, I'm just real into the Flosstube right now. So really the only thing that I have to say Booktube wise is that Wayward Son by Rainbow Rowell finally came out. I'm so excited to read it. I started reading it, immediately said, nope, don't remember a thing from Carry On, and I'm now rereading Carry On. So, should have done this before Wayward Son came out, and I didn't. So this weekend I'm going to try to read Carry On a little bit so that way I can read Wayward Son. I'm also going to start on my Raven Boys reread because the new Ronin book, the first Ronin book, comes out November 3rd. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for that book. I do have this chapter sampler that my friends got me when they went to ALA, and I need more. I need it. So Raven Boys reread is going to start as soon as I finish Carry On. I'm just going to listen to those on audiobook because I've already read them physically, and the audiobooks are great because Will Patton is fantastic. I plan on physically reading the book when it comes out. However, again, Will Patton is fantastic, so chances are it'll be just like I did with The Raven King and do audio and then immediately reread it physically, or one of the other. Yes, so that is the quick little Booktube update. I'll probably go ahead and put that in the title so that way bookie people, you know, to come watch this video for a minute. So the rest of the video will be Flosstube and cross stitch related. So book people, if you're not interested in that, then feel free to leave this video, but that is going to be the rest of the video. So Flosstube related video, I still am finding my footing in this whole world, realm, corner of YouTube. Not sure how I want to format these videos or do these videos, so for now I'm just gonna kind of ramble, and it's gonna be great. I don't have too much to say, so hopefully this won't be too long of a video. However, I'm also finding that Flosstube is a little more lenient. I don't know if lenient is the right word, but they're a little more forgiving, that's a good word, to longer videos than Booktube is. I've found that long videos on Booktube, unless it's a haul, tend to not get very many views and tend to not really be videos that people like to watch. They just like a quick short video and you're done. Flosstube, however, I've very rarely seen a video that's like less than 20 minutes. And usually it's between 40 to an hour, which there's a lot of stuff to talk about in the Flosstube cross-stitching community. So this might be hopefully a somewhat short video, but if not, I'm kind of okay with that because my last video was an hour and it's y'all seem to be watching it, which is fantastic, and I thank you all. So yeah, Flosstube stitching. I'm really excited. Excuse the sniffling. Excuse the sniffling. I have a few whips to show you and a few finishes. And yeah, it's been a good week since post Galleria. So this really is my post Galleria video. It's crazy to think that Galleria was only last weekend. Like it was a week ago. It's crazy. I have 3 Galleria finishes and then another finish that I finished before Galleria that I'm going to show you because I didn't show you in any videos. I showed you the whip, but yes. If you follow me on Instagram, which is @StitcherMink, link will be below, you have seen all of these, but I'm excited to talk about them because post Galleria has been amazing. So first I'm going to show you my finishes and then I'm going to show you my whips. Now I will say, Galleria definitely sparked more of a cross stitch bug than I was already getting, and the fact that now I have legit, well, Etsy patterns are legit, and now that I have like hard coat, like physical, I can touch it and read it patterns, I'm into it even more. So it's been a good week. I just want to start all the things. So I've been starting and finishing tiny things this week, and I have a couple more tiny things that I want to do before I start working on bigger pieces. I also can't kit up bigger pieces yet because Galleria took all my money. Those are gonna have to wait. So I've been working on the kits that I bought at Galleria, which amazing. So the first finish that I am going to show you is the one that I finished before Galleria, and it is this cute little squirrel. He is in a snow globe. There it goes. Isn't he adorable? I initially was going to make this for a friend, and I finished it with some felt behind it, just kind of, I don't know. You know, in hindsight, I probably could have finished it a little better, but it's just for me because I decided I'm not going to give him to anybody because he's just too adorable and I love him. I did, as I mentioned in my whip video, I changed this blue. It was like a blue that was really similar to the white, and it was blending too much with the outer fabric, so I didn't like it. I also put 2019 down at the bottom, which is a little hard to see. So the bottom was supposed to have like swirls in it and some French knots, and I ain't about that French knot life, so if I don't have to do it, I ain't gonna. And then the dark blue, which it's not coming up too well on camera that it's sparkly, but it's one of those like sparkly DMCs that I just thought was really pretty, so I bought, and I'm glad I had it in my stash. There's also supposed to be some back stitching on the trees and also some back stitched bright blue snowflakes. I decided not to do those just because he looked real cute how it is like this, and I figured the back stitching on the trees would just like put everything, make everything seem like it was in the foreground, and this way without the back stitch on the trees, it's the trees are in the background and it looks like he's in front of them. So yeah, I really like him. Like I said, I was gonna give him to somebody or maybe even put him in my ornament exchange at work that we do every year, but I'm not gonna because I don't want to. The next finish that I have is it is a finish. I made him into a magnet, but it is only part of a chart, and that is this cute little chicken and a pumpkin. Isn't he adorable? I've named him Cluckbert. I initially was just gonna stitch the chicken and then give it to my coworker who has chickens, because I've already stitched him to like Stardew Valley chickens, which are great, but then I'm part of this Facebook group that Jean was telling me about at Galleria, where there's like challenges and whatnot, and to get points for it, one of the challenges, if it fits in the challenge, is like to get the points you have to make 250 stitches. So adding the grass and the sky made this guy 253 stitches, which works for the challenge. But isn't he adorable? Since the grass and the sky like made him even cuter, I decided to keep him, so my coworker isn't getting him. I might stitch him up one anyway later because it was a really quick stitch. But this little guy is from the it's the Hoedown, Halloween Hoedown series. Cluck Cluck Boo is the specific one that he is from Barbie Pedal Pusher. I got the entire Hoedown while at Galleria, and I knew that this cute little chicken was the first thing I was gonna make, so I do need to actually do the whole chart, which is going to be so cute. Those are also things that I want to work on. I need to figure out what fabric I want to do on them before I stitch them up, but I'm hoping to start working on those here within the next couple weeks. The next, again, sorry for the sniffling. The next finish that I have is another one that was real cute that I almost didn't get because I kind of forgot that it was going to be at Galleria. I saw a picture of it on the Galleria Facebook page, words, and I just happened to stumble upon the kit and I got it, and that is this skillet. Isn't it adorable? So alright, you don't need to see the lid of the skillet. It says gone stitching, not cooking, and there's these charms which I secured probably more than I needed to, but I wanted them to like stay where they were instead of dangle, and then the scissors, and it's just, I love it. Excuse me. So it is a cast iron skillet. It is a real skillet. It's like a 2-inch one or 3-inch one or whatever. So if I wanted to, I could take the ribbon off and actually like cook in it. Okay, I see why Flosstube videos go so long. I'm only like partially through what I want to talk about, and we're like already at 10 minutes. Anyway, so I knew I wanted to do this one since it was only back stitching, and like it is fully finished. It's got this, and there's like this like plasticky thing in it with some batting. It makes it real, you know, sturdy and secure. It is done on linen. It didn't say what count linen it was, but since it was only back stitching, I wasn't too worried about where my stitches were going, to be honest, because I mean, as long as it fit, that's all I cared about and looked good. Like, you can read it. it looks fine. But it was my first time working on linen, and I kind of enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. I'm gonna get to the linen more, well, now, because it's my next finish. My next and final finish that I have to show you, I'm so excited for. It is this cute scissor fob, which was a kit from Round Robin. It's so tiny, it's barely focusing. There it goes. Oh, there it goes. That's a good image. So it is a scissor fob that I got from Manny Dodona. She was in my Round Robin. I have put it on my bee scissors that I picked up from Beth Twist at Heartstring Samplery. So B and B. And this kit I got at the Round Robin, and I was very excited to stitch it because not only is it a bee, so it goes with my bee scissors, but like bees do have kind of a special meaning in our household. We do collect a lot of bee things, and also I got the blue and yellow one. So she had 3 different colors. There was like a red and purple one, and then another kind of shade of purple one, and then the blue and yellow one. And I'm so excited that I got blue and yellow, as I mentioned in my Galleria video, because it is St. Louis Blues colors, and that is my hockey team. So the thread was also blue and yellow, and it didn't really say how you had to do it. So I just made the bee blue and the crown yellow, because it, like, I don't know, it made the most sense, I guess. So like, yeah, I'm so excited about that piece. I posted it on Instagram, kind of why it meant so much. So like the whole bee meaning, the blues meaning. Also, it's my first time actually like cross stitching on linen. Like I said, the skillet was back stitched on it. So it's 28 count linen, and it's over 1. Before Galleria, I had no clue what everyone was talking about when they said over 1. I have no clue. Like for a while I thought it meant like you do your first stitch, because like some people are like, oh, you stitch 2 over 1, so 2 threads over the 1 thread in the linen. For the longest time I thought it was you stitch all of one of the X's first with 2 strands and then go back over it with 1 strand, which made no sense, and I was real confused. I was like, well, that's kind of dumb. I now understand what over 1 means and what over 2 means. It's in reference to the fabric and actually like stitching over the threads in your fabric. Makes a lot more sense. So it is over 28 count linen, and oh boy, it was a challenge for sure. So glasses, real bad eyesight. I've been wearing glasses since I was 7, and initially they told me only wear them when doing schoolwork, in school, watching TV, or reading. That's all I did. Like, I wasn't an outside child. I went outside a little bit. Like, I did have like a swing set in our backyard, and you know, I had one of those skippets and some jump ropes. So like, I went outside and played, but it wasn't, I would have rather been watching TV or reading when I was a kid. So that's pretty much what I did. And then like the next year when I went back, they were like, well, how often do you wear your glasses? I'm just like, well, all the time. And they're like, why? I was like, because you told me to do it when reading, watching TV, and school. That's pretty much was like 90% of my life. So I've had glasses since I was 7. And since I was 7 up until about high school, they progressively got worse. And so like, you know how in school, in like grade school and middle school, and then even in high school we've done it, even at my work we've done it. You'll be like, oh, how bad are your eyes? They're probably not that bad. And then you like swap glasses. Almost everyone I've ever swapped glasses with to like see the difference, I couldn't see through their glasses because their glasses aren't bad at all. And everyone's usually like, whoa, step backs, like your eyes are really bad. I'm like, yeah, I told you. There's only ever been like 2 or 3 people where I've done that with that like I can actually see out of their glasses. And it's like, okay, you understand me. So my whole point of this is I need my glasses. For instance, this guy, if I were to see it clearly, it has to be like this far from my face. So like a good, what, 2 inches, if that. So stitching on 28 count linen, and then especially stitching it over 1, I was having the hardest time, and I don't have a magnifying glass. I was having such a hard time. I eventually was like, you know what? I'm gonna try taking my glasses off with this. So I did, and then I couldn't see my pattern. So it was like, I don't know what to do. Like it's helping without my glasses, but I needed to see the pattern. So I ended up doing the little old lady thing on the edge of the nose, and then I had my pattern up here, and then I had my stitching up here, and I had my pattern down here, and then I also have this neck light, but like doing that, it was blocking the light, so I had to put the neck light on top of my head. It was a scene. It was something. All of this is for me to say that it was kind of complicated stitching that piece, but I love it. I actually really liked working on linen. I don't know how often I'll do it. I might like it a little bit more once I actually stitch something that's over 2 and not over 1, but until I get a magnifying glass, I don't know how often I'm going to gravitate towards the higher count stuff, just because my eyes are real bad. But yeah, that is all my finishes. So much for this being a short video. I have some whips to show you, and so I'm just going to start with this one because it's really not much of a whip at all. But as I mentioned before, I'm working on some Galleria stuff, and I need to make sure I show you the picture, not the chart. So this one is also another really tiny start. Sorry, I'm picking stuff up. It's this really cute tag from, I don't remember who you're from. Ah yeah, Summer House Stitch Works. So it's this really cute tag, and it comes on silver perforated paper, and then you even got the little charms and everything. So here's the paper. This is as far as I got. Yeah, so this should work up fairly quickly, but I wanted to get a start on it, so I did. The other thing that I'm mostly working on is the Deck the Halls stitch along. This is as far as I've gotten. This is part of the M in Snowman. I am still in part 1. Part 3 comes out this coming up week, so like on Friday. I'm going to be working on this most of the weekend, hopefully. I would like to get part 1 done and then like get a start of part 2 on it before part 3 comes out. Let's hope that happens. So this is going to be mostly what I'm working on. The other whip that I have that I don't know if I'm going to touch it at all this week, but this is the progress that I made at Galleria. So all of the brown, so like all of his hair and then like the outline of his eye and the eyebrow, I did at the hotel stitching with Jean and Stacy. So yeah, I'm pretty excited that this got as far as it did. It was supposed to be a birthday present for my mom. Her birthday is in like a week and a half. It's not gonna get done by then because I want to stitch on all the Galleria things. So it's probably end up going to be a Christmas present, but I'm excited that I got as far as I did. The next thing that I am stitching, I am very excited about. It's going to take me longer than I anticipated just because it is a little difficult to stitch. But that's my pumpkin! Isn't it so cute? It took me 3 days to drill it because it is a fully drilled pumpkin. As far as I know, I've only messed up 2 drill spots. So there's one spot kind of over here somewhere where I accidentally drilled an extra drill, and then as I was stitching this much, I found a spot where I forgot a hole, but luckily the needle does poke through the pumpkin pretty easily. I don't know why there's a hole up there, but the needle really, every time. So as I was saying before, so rudely interrupted by the clock, the needle does poke through the pumpkin, so I was able to add the hole pretty easily. I didn't show you guys the pumpkin last time because the chart was all over it, and but this is what I've got done so far. I did have to chart the G myself, but she gave us an alphabet to do so. Like I said, it's really hard to, like, it's hard on your fingers just because it is 2 strands of pearl cotton, using a size like 22 needle, and it's through a pumpkin, so it's a little difficult. However, I do like that I can just keep everything in the pumpkin, like I'm not gonna lose it. And that's not everything. I'm currently working on this like before I started this video, so that's why it's just the thread. So yes, that is the other thing that I'm going to be focused on this week. So Deck the Halls and pumpkin is ideally what I'm going to be doing this week. I also want to finish this tag, and then if I get up enough gumption, I think I'm gonna try starting on an ornament or two from the Just Cross Stitch Ornament Edition magazine, because there's some really cute ornaments in here that I want to stitch. I do have some Aida like in my stash, so like I might dye some Aida because I have some blue and some like peachy dye, just so that way it's not all on the cream Aida. But yeah, so this and then those. Don't know if I'll actually get to any of these. We'll see. Hockey starts this week, which I'm really excited about. I'm so excited. Oh, it's gonna be amazing. They better show them raising the banner from being Stanley Cup champions. Oh, I'm so excited. I still emotional. I watched the DVD that they had of it, and like I was still like scared and emotional and excited, even knowing that like we won. Oh, so excited. So really excited for hockey to start, and excited for home opener to see Stanley Cup champs, the first time ever, be raised into our rafters. Really wish I could be there, but those tickets were outrageous. So excited. So that is my side tangent on hockey, and that is my stitching stuff. So much for this being a short video. As I mentioned earlier, I can see why all these videos are usually long. It makes sense. But yes, that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more. I am going to try to do a stitchy video at least every other week. It depends on how much stitching I do each week. Will depend on when I make videos. As far as book related videos, I do plan on still doing book related videos. So if you're interested in that, awesome, welcome, thank you. I've just been really burnt out on BookTube, so I don't know when or how often those will be. I also want to get back to my Disney series, which BookTube people know about. I only have one video up. I have another one recorded that I just need to edit, and then I have research done for the third. So I would like to start doing those again too, because those were really fun. So yes, that is me, Randomly Bookish Gina, and that is what this channel kind of consists of. When I changed the name to Randomly Bookish Gina, I changed it because I wanted that randomly, knowing that I would want to do other than book videos. So that is the video. Again, thank you for watching. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.